Hello, and thank you so much for tuning in to this session of Organic Divinity. Today I want to share with you this perspective that kind is the culmination of many experiences that I have had in my personal life, and as well the many personal experiences that those of you have shared with me in your own personal life. And today I want to use this particular example as the means to share this perspective for you, because I know in my heart, mind, and soul that it will help you see the world, but most importantly, it's going to help you see people and your interactions with these people in a whole new light. And that is the absolute purpose of my session today and the intentions of my message, for you to understand just how the personal power system within you, this beautiful engine of energy that flows through you and around you, and that each one of us on this earth possesses. And it is when we are circumnavigating our world and we are crossing each other's path that this individual energetic system now is receiving the energy from you when you are brought together in any circumstance, whether it be at the gas station, at the grocery store, on a lovely walk through your neighborhood. It's the energy that is being exchanged, that when you receive this energy, you must understand what this is doing and what's going on in that particular moment. Because we as humans have been trained and formatted to jump to the wrong conclusions simply out of the purpose or the goal of absolute survival. This energy system that we all possess is indeed how we got out of early civilization. We needed this energy system to read the world around us. And what's happening now, all these centuries and now, it's most important because we now live in this 24/7 Wi-Fi world that influences us in ways we don't understand. And the particular story that I want to share that is perfect for this example, and how we as humans just tend to jump to the wrong conclusions. And again, it's not that this is a wrong way to approach it. It is simply the way we have been built, this is simply the way that we have been formatted and conditioned to work our way through this world with this pretty well grounded feeling of fear when we actually meet new people. And it was through the story when I had the lovely opportunity of meeting someone from Eastern Europe with a beautiful accent that they shared with me. When people meet them, they are very fearful of a person with an accent that is clear they are from another country. There's this instant exchange of energy that happens when we meet new people. We instantly default into some form of a, for the lack of a better phrase, power situation, because we need to instantly assess whether or not we should be fearful of this stranger. And as this beautiful world of ours becomes smaller and smaller, and people from all over this world are now moving and living and working and playing in other countries, they're saying to me that when they meet people, in this particular case from Eastern Europe, and they meet people here in America, the Americans become very quickly fearful. They become fearful right away when they hear the person from another country with an accent. And it's this particular moment, and this which is the perfect example for me to share with you as to what is going on now that we live in this 24/7 Wi-Fi world, and how we are now really becoming more global and more open to inviting people to travel this world and to live in other countries. And as we get together closer and closer, it is vitally important that I share this perspective with you, because it's what's happening is this exchange of energy is being misread because of all the conditioning and formatting that we have experienced. And in this particular moment, with this particular story, it was that fear. It was the exchange of fear that happened, that took place between this beautiful person from Europe and this, I'm sure, many of the beautiful people in America that they have crossed paths with. And it's the simplicity of understanding just exactly what this exchange of energy is it is this particular exchange of energy that is vitally important for you to understand, so that you can be more open to meeting new people and to be excited to have new experiences, because we have to understand we've been conditioned and formatted to be fearful of so many things in our life that we aren't even aware of. And it was them sharing that particular insight of their 25 years of living in America that is sad to understand. It was sad to hear. And it's that exchange of energy that is the perspective that you must see and change. Because what happened in these particular instances is very simple. That when people meet people from other countries, it is their fear of not understanding this new language or this new friend with this accent. And it's the fear of not being able to understand what it is they are saying. And it's that fear that the other individual is picking up, and they misread the fear. They think that they are just fearful in general of people from other countries. And I implore you to understand that is not the case in probably almost all of the instances. This world is loaded with wonderful, beautiful people that are kind and giving and excited to meet people from other countries. But they have been trained to think and be that this sense of power, it's all about the power. And we misread the power from other people time and time and time again, when that's really the simplicity. So it's easy for us to read fear. We pick up that fear. It's innate in us that our energy systems read fear. It's needed for our own survival. But in these particular moments, in these first tender moments of meeting new people, that when you meet them, the fear is not the fear that you've been conditioned to think. The fear is simply that they may not understand you well enough to converse back and forth and have this degree of understanding between you two, to even just share in a couple of minutes of joy, to perhaps watch a beautiful sunset, or to sit at a bar with a stranger and just enjoy conversation. You see, because of this energy system that we have, and because we have not been taught to understand what this true sixth sense is all about, it is driving us apart further and further, when at this moment in time, we should be coming together closer and closer. We are this global community. And if the last 2 years of COVID could not bust through that glass ceiling, then we must understand that it is through us and through our own individual power system that we understand this perspective. That when we meet new people, we are exchanging energy before you even realize it. And it's nothing different than when you walk into a party or you walk into a meeting room and you immediately are assessing the power and the energy as you approach that situation. And your body is trained and formatted and conditioned to respond to the energy that you are receiving. And what we need to do is understand that that is exactly what is going on in every situation throughout our day, throughout our lives. That we are energetically, we are reading the energy of the person in front of us or beside us. We are reading the energy of all the people in a meeting room. And you know what I mean when you hear that phrase, the tension was so heavy you could cut it with a knife. That is you reading the energy in the room. And what a beautiful way for you to see the world is that we are energetic beings and that we are responding to each other's energy system and probably not even realizing it, such as the case with this beautiful person from Europe. It's this exchange that you have to understand so that you, if you are open to it, you can change the dynamic of every situation that you approach or that you find yourself in. And you can read that situation energetically because in a way that now you understand. Why do you walk into a restaurant and why are you very particular about where you sit? Why are you very particular about where you spend your vacation? All of these things are because you are an energetic being and you need to understand that so that you can approach this world with a sense of beauty, so that the beauty and the opportunities and all of the organic divinity that is available to you can come towards you. But when we walk out the door and we face the world with this false sense of fear, we are prohibiting ourselves from truly enjoying everything that this beautiful divine universe has to offer us. And it was that particular story that opened the door for me to even understand further the energetic exchange or the exchange of energy that goes on that the majority of us walking this earth do not understand. And that is the essence of organic divinity. To know that I am in control of my own energetic system. And when I read that fear in people, that I know it's where it's coming from, and I can relax and I can allow my personal energetic system to emanate from them that there is nothing to fear. But conversely, if I read that they are fearful of me, I will shut down. And I have ended the opportunity to co-create the possibilities that are there for us always. I don't need to know what is possible. I only need to know that I am capable of controlling my energetic system so that I am warming and open and inviting to all of the possibilities. That one instance of exchange in energy could simply be that. And most of the time that's what it is, and you will never see that person again. But imagine your life and your day when it would be filled with meeting people and knowing the energy that you are reading from them and that you can move forward and beyond it. And that, again, as always, as I share these stories of organic divinity, the divinity comes back to me triple-fold. And I realized and recognized in an exchange that I had with an individual just on Sunday that I knew the energy of their misgivings of me personally when they met me, because our cultures were different. But I knew the energy that they were throwing my way, and I knew where it was coming from, and I ignored it. And I stayed true to my own energetic system for them to know and understand that I was okay, that it was okay to have this lovely 5-minute conversation. And through that, through the allowing of the energy and the exchange of energy to smooth out and become what it is supposed to be when you meet new people, I was given the grace of this event that we will be attending that is going to be so fun and so full of joy and happiness. And it was that moment that I knew that we were exchanging the positive energy that the divine universe is asking for right now. It was the individual and I, all three of us. It was the three of us and our allowing the energy to flow and to move forward so that we all co-created this lovely exchange that gave us this beautiful idea or opportunity or event that we would be able to attend. How beautiful is that? Is that not how you would like to be and live your day? That you can understand the energy and the possibility of the energy going backwards instead of bringing it forward and launching it forward? That was the exchanges that we had in just one day. We crossed paths with people who were not open, who were not ready to receive that positive energy that we were emanating. We were open for the universe to give us all that we could give, all that we could see and get. And the loveliness was simply this message of organic divinity that we need to understand just what this energy system is within us and how it influences us in the most beautiful ways, and at the same time, how it can influence us in a negative way. And we must stop that there and allow for the positive energy to continue, to keep that vibe, if you will, the high energy vibration of the divine universe. That is the goal. And that is how we expand our own universal divine conscious spirituality. It's inviting one another in this exchange of energy and allowing it to unfold in the most beautiful ways. That is the exchange of energy, and it's this perspective that is so important for us to understand. Because we misread that energy because we've been trained to misread that energy. And it thwarts our efforts of meeting new people and having new experiences. And most importantly, it prevents us from connecting so strongly and deeply with our divine for us to receive the direct messages, to expand on that energy, and to be open and welcome to whatever the divine will is to be. What a beautiful way to be. To know thyself on this energetic level so that as I walk out in this world, I can stop the fear from ruining my lovely experience of meeting new people and experiencing new assets and facets in this beautiful world of ours. What a wonderful way to live your day. Don't you agree?